Today, our biggest personalities in the Venom program. Wow, you never know what you're going to get with him. Alright everyone, welcome back to Venom Diaries. Today, we are looking at our biggest personalities in the Venom program, alright? So I've got some really exciting snakes in here, whether they're big, they're very defensive, or they're just really unique. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at a bunch of snakes. I'm going to milk them as well, and we'll see where we go. I'm going to start off with our biggest death adder, and she's the biggest death adder we've ever had in the Venom program. Some of you may know already who that is, and that is Big Shazza. She is an absolute monster of a death adder at over 106 centimetres in length, which is ridiculous. All right, so get her out. Hey, big girl. Oh, we're in a bit of an awkward position there. Just move her around here. Oh man, she is big and she is heavy. Whoa. Alrighty, so yeah, she's the biggest death adder we've ever had in the program. She has insane yields, like they are so big. You know, death adders normally average about maybe 80 milligrams of venom. She gives me over 250, all right? And like I said, last time I measured her, she was 106 centimetres. That is insane. She's a real dark red colour. She's got faint bands. She gets darker down the lower end of the body. Got a fairly light head on her, really black tongue, and a humongous head with massive, massive venom glands. Alrighty, so, and yeah, have a go at her. She is humongous. Alright, so she's not like a super defensive or anything like that. She's just huge, which is why she stands out as such a big personality for us. I actually want to measure her again on an episode soon because I'm interested. I reckon she's over 110 centimetres now. Like last time I measured her was like 2 years ago. So reptiles, continue to grow pretty well their entire life. As they, good yield too. As they mature into big adults like this, their growth slows down a lot. But yeah, she'd still be growing. Every time she sets her screen, she's a little bit longer, all right? She's got a great set of fangs on her too, mate. That is one snake I would not want hanging off me, all right? Oh man, I've got to get her off the vial. Woo! All right, let's stretch her right out. Actually, I'll do it on the bench up here. Have a go at that for a death adder. Isn't that just mental? Real nice white caudal lure. Look at the tip of it, almost looks like a wasp stinger. Alright, you Missy, back in here. There you go, mate. Yeah! Ripper. Alrighty, so next up on the big personalities, we've got a fella I like to call Rodeo. You never know what you're going to get with him. He's an Eastern Brown, he's an average size snake, maybe 5 foot, but mate, has he put me under some pressure. Yeah, you'll see what I mean in a second, alright? So yeah, I call him Rodeo because I just literally never know what I'm going to get with him. He is a extremely reactive brown snake. Wait. All right. So he's a wild caught snake from southeast Queensland by Sunshine Coast Snake Catchers. And mate, he is turned on all the time. And his tongue's going absolutely flat out right now. He's trying to get a track on me. He keeps moving. I've got to keep moving myself. All right, so I don't want to give him the opportunity to strike up. I've had him come past my face. I couldn't tell you how many times. Once I get him on the pin and pad there, get him by the head, woo, I feel much better. All right, so. And you've probably seen in other videos, we pipette these guys Oh wow, look at that from one fang. Alright, then we'll go over here, on there. That would literally kill probably every single person in the park right now. That is a lot of brown snake venom. Yeah, pretty unique snake, mate. He's just, I've never had a quiet day with this fella. Every time I handle him, he gives me the run around. He just comes flying out of that enclosure. But yeah, 2 weeks ago, he come over the top of my head, which was fairly exciting. All right. No. Alrighty, the next one is our biggest Eastern Brown. He's a front row of this fella. He just comes charging. Like that old mate I just got out there, Rodeo. He's pretty similar to that snake, but he's just like twice the size. Alright, so more so in girth than anything. Oh man, he is wired today. Holy von Schnitzel. Far out. Oh, he's so alert. He's so sharp today. Wait. Draw back into the hide box. There we go. So yeah, he is the biggest, and I know that because we weighed him a few episodes ago, and he was over 1 kilo, which is huge for a brown snake. All right, really nice spots on his belly there. Got a pretty unique scar on the corner of his neck there too, and he's a real nice pale grey sort of a colour. Man, he has me tangled. Move him through, keep him moving. You'll notice I just keep sort of swinging him and turning him. And then, oh, look at how thick he is for a brown snake. Isn't that wild? He's literally double the thickness of those other ones I use. Big snake. And he just does these really sharp twitches. I feel like he's going to pull out of my hand. Look at the orange spots on him. Isn't it a stunning snake? He's got like almost blue in the side there. But yeah, I've got that scar. Wild. A really, really pale head. All right. Definitely one of my more nerve-wracking snakes that I milk. He's pretty wild. He's going into my boot at the moment. His tail's literally down in my boot. Wicked. Go one more on this side. Mad. Alright, so he didn't give me that much venom, but it's pretty standard for a brown snake. And yeah, it's crazy, like they're so commonly, and don't test this theory, they dry bite. Like over 60% of their, or 65% of their bites are dry. Crazy. It just goes to show they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to kill you. They only use it when they absolutely feel like their life's at risk. All right, so see one in the backyard, call a snake catcher. See one in the bush, leave it alone. It's really simple. Okay. All right, so. Alrighty, so the next big personality we're going to look at is actually one of the smallest snakes we have in the program. He's only a juvenile, almost sub-adult, but he is literally the most venomous snake on the planet. Okay, so he's one of our display snakes, and he is, of course, the fierce snake, also known as the Inland Taipan. Alright, so he's actually the trickiest one I've got to get out from an exhibit because if you look, the rule up in that far corner, so you see the mock rock here, you go up top, is like replicating the black soil plains out in Western Queensland, and then underneath, because these guys actually spend more time underground than they do above ground, because it's so hot out there. So they just cook if they stay up too long. So I am going to get the little fella. Hello, mate. Whoop, he's coming straight over here. So he's pretty quiet, chilled little snake. He's actually pretty nice to work with. And he's got his, he's coming into his summer colours now. So he just shed his skin. He was almost completely black through winter. The one thing I really love about this species is they change colour, right? So not like on a chameleon, you know, good mood, bad mood. These guys change colour determining on what time of year it is. So in winter, out there, it's freezing cold, all right? I'm talking like it gets down to 0 overnight. So they go really, and like daytime temps can be not even over 10 degrees. So they go a real nice dark colour, and we think that is to help absorb the heat required to regulate their body temperature. Then as they come out of winter, they have a shed like he's just done, and they start to lighten up a little bit. They come a little bit more speckly, but they seem to maintain that dark head, all right? And then you watch another maybe 6 weeks or so, he'll shed again, and he'll be almost bright yellow. Because out there in summer, if it's too hot and he's jet black in colour, he would literally cook. And these guys are the most venomous snake on the planet, all right? So 1 drop of venom from this species, wait for it, can kill 250,000 mice. Isn't that like, wow. That is just off the Richter. But really surprisingly, they've been keeping snakebite records, like death records, for about 150 years now, just over. There is no recorded human fatalities from this species. Very, very rarely seen, and that is due to where they're found in such a remote area in Western Queensland and northeastern South Australia. And yeah, they spend like 90% of their life underground. What a cool little dude. If you've got any name suggestions for this fella, let me know in the comments. All right, I'm going to put him back in the enclosure, and we'll look at our next critter. Real glossy head, eh? Alrighty, so next big personality is Australia's largest venomous snake. It's a king brown, all right? He's known as Lucky, but I actually call him Houdini, and I'll show you why. We use these they're essentially a bin, to put the snakes in between, like when we're cleaning their enclosures, and I literally hockey strap them closed like this. All right? Now, I struggle to even get that up there. That fella, he gets up on the inside on that tiny little lip line there. They're so strong, he just sticks to that, and he pushes his body against on the center of the bin lid here, and he lifts it with them on, and he comes up and he curls inside of his high box and sits there. So we cannot leave him unsupervised, all right? Because Mr. Houdini, the escape artist, he pushes out, gets back into his hide box, and camps up. But yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, his name is Lucky, but I call him Houdini, all right? So let's get and he's big. He's big. He's not our biggest king brown, but he's coming pretty close to it. He's a little bit naughty too. It carries on a little bit sometimes, and as you can see, he's getting very long. He's only young. He's only 5 years old, but he's going to be a big snake, eh? I reckon when he hits that 10-year mark, he's going to be 2.5 metres and 8 or 9 kilo in weight. So I'm going to, have a go at that. Look at him now, like he's definitely well over 2 metres. So I'll get him. Mate, he's heavy. Get him on there. So yeah, when we're looking at our biggest personalities, it's not just the super defensive stuff. It's just, this guy's a real character. When he gets out, like not only does he get out, but then he just puts himself away essentially in his hide box. Funny snake, aren't you, mister? So we'll get him on there. Oh, nice. Not a huge yield, but still pack. You know, you're looking at 150 milligrams of venom there. Still going too. And he is chewing that vial. Look at that. All right, so put him away. There we go. The Ripper. Thanks, Houdini. Final big personality. He's pretty cute, like the fear snake or the Inland Taipan. He's only young, bred right here at the park about 12 months ago. His mum's on display actually. They look spitting image. He's a little bit jumpy sometimes, and he's just shed his skin. He's made an absolute mess of his enclosure. But have a go at this little fella. And he is, of course, a tiger snake, all right? An eastern tiger snake. And he's actually growing quick, really quick. So this is a male. He'll be bigger than the females. Nice grey sort of head on him. Really nice yellow underside. And then he's got those bands coming through as well. His mum is heavily banded, all right? Now, the interesting thing with these snakes, which we only worked out recently when we were talking with CSL with a few venom samples, is these young easterns are actually more toxic than the adults. It's only like a minute amount, but yeah, they're actually slightly more toxic. So now there's a bit of research going on into why that's the case, you know. But stunning snake. And we're not milking him yet, he's too small. All right, so he's probably got another year or so of growing, and then we'll start using him for venom extraction. And no doubt, being a male, he will give us cracking yields, you know, probably 80 milligrams plus, that we will use for that life-saving anti-venom. But yeah, this fella, he's definitely been a favourite of mine because I've watched him grow from literally, when he was born, their live bearer, he was that long, right? Tiny little thing. And he actually started feeding on fish before he started. Now he feeds on rodents. So before he was feeding on the rodents, he was feeding on fish, which is pretty common for tiger snakes in the wild. They'll chase fish and tadpoles, and if they can get them, little skinks, little frogs. And yeah, the adult tigers generally feed on frogs on mainland Australia and lizards. But if they can find them, they will definitely hook into the rodents. All right. But yeah, what a stunning snake, and yeah, I reckon he's got a big, bright future here in the venom program at the Australian Reptile Park. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Alrighty guys, hope you liked that one. Let me know if you think though I missed any of the big personalities, alright? And if you have any name suggestions for the little tiger snake or that little fear snake, drop them in the comments below, alright? Anyway guys, you know the drill, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next episode.